This is Buadu TV, truth and integrity.
Uni data, ube show. Mwe Jimmy Krababo. Uni data ni resource, ube show. Abua pete.
Kevin Teller. Was uni data ube a live show. Ya semo. Enti Kevin Teller say Okatayie Afrifa Mahama ni data nasa. Yeah, I say ben data finished. I clear. Enti amu semro no. Na onim se omanpanyi ko aye Niger ene Burkina Faso. Ai, Kevin Teller fire de afa ho. Hwe. Senya seketu mi so omanpanyi ko ye se soja fo na police dika na chi. Omo bo ho ban. Ai, se Burkina de ya enim de wo dada. In fact, nema bibiri na esisi a Kevin Teller afaya ede afa ho a eho behia se nyina ye be kwa kotie ne asan hwe bi ewe ni so. Mempese mekasa bibiri. Simon na yokoti Kevin Teller. Okatayie de ne di kan bai no. Ayo Okatayie Afrifa Mahama de di kan bai no. Wasa fine ways at wo. Ode yokoti.
John Mahama is doing something marvelous. And sometimes, you know, ana utie Ghana phone bia. Oh, chesia de Sahel hanono. Ayehu pao. Ivory Coast, Benin, Burkina Faso, Mali, your neighbors, especially in Krona, Islamic nations, you know. In Tisia and Yesro, terrorists are going to enter Ghana. John Mahama is doing something. And that's why I keep telling you that the 42-year agenda, no, we all should support it as Ghanaians. Because for 42 years, you know, you concentrate and try to support this John Mahama NDC government for 42 years, sir. All these things will be done, and we will be shocked. Now, in a short space, John Dramani Mahama has visited Mali. John Mahama has visited Niger, and he has visited Burkina Faso. Ask yourself why. John Mahama is trying to make sure, say, the trust that yeni Burkina forward, yeni Niger forward, yeni Mali forward, no, sa Mali for more Ghana, Niger for more Ghana, Burkina for more Ghana, no. John Mahama person almost say, we love them the same way they love us. Say bibi beto ya, I will say odo mo enti, I will say omuma ye omuma heads up, and I say omuma ye warning. Say bibi so beto omwa odo ye ni omo enti, I will say ye ye mo warning. Right now, what John Mahama is doing is that he's bringing everybody together. John Mahama is trying to make sure, say, yes, Sahel has it, your neighbors, at least, you know, we are safe and we are in good relationship with them. Because you see, if you are trying to stop terrorists, it is when Burkina stops the terrorists before the terrorists will not enter your country. You can do much, but so Burkina and stop people Burkina, you cannot stop them. So terrorists for 10 and a rema. So Burkina stop it 7, Ubetma stop it 3. But so Burkina jai 10 nina no mufema. Ubetma stop it 3, 7 ibe Ghana. So it is very vital and important to say, Oma yeni omu share borders no, Oma yeni omu ye neighbors no. Trade, no, our partnership, no. We need to make sure our relationship with them, our allies, no, our relationship is solid. We respect them. We are not supposed to snitch on them. We are not supposed to disrespect Burkina. We are not supposed to disrespect Niger. We are not supposed to disrespect Mali. These are people who can keep our country safe. And whether you like it or not, it is true. Because when these countries decide to have an issue with us, our borders cannot stop the influx of terrorists into Ghana. No. John Mahama is just trying his bit. He's doing everything possible to secure you and I at Ghana, protect Ghanaians, and also protect our neighbors. John Mahama, he knows to say we are at a vulnerable position because around us, you know, we have a lot of countries. These things are happening. If he does not collaborate, so only omo ankom to me see we mo mu ebuo so we respect your mo, it is going to be tough for them to basically help prevent terrorists from entering Ghana. Anytime catch Ghana for the 42-year agenda, no, John Mahama dia all no. So you Ghana na wadwini adwuma. Obo say John Mahama ote amebu ase. John Mahama onye selfish, onye childish, onye stupid. John Mahama is thinking about you, your safety. John Mahama is thinking about the safety of a Malian who lives in Ghana and in Mali. John Mahama is thinking of the Nigerian who lives in Niger and lives in Ghana. He's thinking about the person who lives in Burkina Faso and also lives in Ghana. And he's looking at the trade connection between us and Burkina us and Niger, and us and Mali. So John Mahama is basically building a new Ghana, resetting this country. We lived in this country. Yenya President Kwasi Ampenyini with Jimmy. Your neighbor, your African neighbor, should be your trusted partner. It's a fact. United States of America, almost trusted allies are the Israelis. They are their trusted allies, and they share things that you don't know. Because at the end of the day, a woman, ne a woyen, they are two different things. So you might hear them. You might see, say, they and the Israelis are not. The United States' first ally on earth, planet, is Israel. And there are so many things United States does for Israel that at the end of the day, they know that at the end of the day is the protection they need. And they know when they keep the Israelis safe, it protects them back home. And this is intelligence that you need to have. So you don't go out there and throw your ally, your neighbor under the bus. So we are sir, now we are leader, we are snitch. And then I'm say, JB Dankwa, the Judas of Ghana politics. Sir, the instinct, sir, nyoma e woni mu amani ye nipa boni ni kromfo udifo no. It is in a kufuado. Because as a president of the Republic of Ghana, how can you go to America and go and lie about your neighbor who can protect you from a terrorist attack? A president, and we are not supposed to give them. Now let's watch Ekufuado. This is what Ekufuado did when he was president of Ghana. He went all the way to Europe and lied and went there to tell America for say, Burkina Faso for Mombrana Mombeshi Burkina. Mombrana Mombeye Senche Burkina. You are a president. You are not supposed to do that. Only Nyansa. On in our Ghana to a very difficult position. Na terrorists saw it. Or call America. Or call UN Assembly program. And only America for share or catch them. So, oh, Burkina for. Oh, tell Burkina for the Russia for Abesha. Munko say Kuruno. This idiot. Jimmy, when I met Nameto Sebe. Sound Kwasia for we. A Sankenya men a boy, a mere to me and this about power. Can Kwasia for in a down what tears Corona say. A whole president, a snitch. A filthy agovet say Kufuado. Jimmy, the foreign affairs minister in chain, they go and throw their neighbor under the bus. Do you know the support we get from Burkina? Do you know the amount of food that comes from Burkina? Do you know the amount of air service we get from Burkina? Do you know the help Burkina can give us that a lot of country cannot give us? Do you know the number of Burkinabés in Ghana who support our economy? Do you know the amount of business transaction that happens between Ghana and Burkina? Ekufuado wa yakwasia. Obi owo MPPBI kwasia omo Jimmy makachem so we mo Jimmy. And I'm never going to stop using these words because we are dealing with toilet mumwa. They are stupid. They think everything is about them. They think say JB Dankwa tendencies no sa konkonsa snitch yenku nipa yendi konkonsa yentwa janda montonko so yenda da nipa. This era na yaba no, it is an era of truth. Niger president, we need to collaborate. We need to act like brothers. We need to come together, unite, protect our borders, protect our citizens. This is what a leader does. John Mahama is bringing people together. John Mahama is forming a unit. John Mahama is building nations. John Mahama is bridging borders. In Kwasiafo way say Mutumi Mabra power. Now listen to John Mahama when he went to see the Malian president, the Burkinabe president.
In Africa, we say when your neighbor's house is on fire, you have to help him to quench it. Otherwise, it will spread to your own house. This issue of terrorism started with Mali, and it spread gradually into Niger and now into Burkina Faso. And like I said, terrorism is like a cancer. If you don't fight it together, it will spread throughout the body.
Now you see, this is what leaders do. Leaders build trust. Now let me tell you, Uko Mali, Uko Niger, Uko Burkina, they trust John Mahama's leadership. The leaders there, even though Omiya military for no, they trust John Mahama's leadership. They can rely on his words. They know, say, this is a man who is thinking deep. This is a man who is not being selfish. This is a man who is not a relative of a CIA agent snitch. You can see, say, they are more comfortable with John Mahama. They respect Ghanaians now, and they respect what we want them to do for us and what we have to do for them. And you see, you cannot underestimate your neighbors. You cannot disrespect your neighbors. You need to show them utmost respect because your security depends on your neighbor. anytime John Mahama bu be say wonyonku abodu say ehia men ka say ono nkwana abodu hye na ehye won so de ejabetom. So if you are not able to protect your neighbor, you have to understand say 90% of the time you are not protected. Into what John Mahama is doing, John Mahama is protecting Ghanaians and protecting our neighbors. And our neighbors are now seeing that this is a leader who wants to make sure, say, we in a sub-Saharan African region, he is making sure, say, we are protected and we are secured. The moment we are short of security, business transaction will be easy. Somebody can carry 20 tons of tomatoes from Burkina and nobody will block that person on the way and say it is not safe. You can go to Mali, you can go bring your items, you can go to Burkina, you can go to Niger. That is what security brings. That is what, when you have security amongst nations, it helps build a business. It helps build the trust. So John Mahama is building business trust. He's building security trust. He's building trust amongst humans, we the citizenry. He's building some friendship that we can rely on, depend on, and build our nations together. And this is what we say the 42-year agenda. No, John Mahama 42-year agenda. This is out of Kwame Nkrumah's ideology. So we Ghana near we are paying we are correct. The 42 years plan and a dahono. John Mahama is building Ghana. He is basically intertwining Ghana. John Mahama is sewing the country back, and he is linking us to our neighbors. So we should not joke with the 42-year plan. John Mahama has started it. We need to support the NDC to make sure, say, the 42-year plan for them to stay in power. No, it is realized. Right now, you are comfortable in Ghana. Businessmen now trust the system. They don't see John Mahama as a snitch. They don't see him as a drug addict. They don't see John Mahama being followed by sycophants, criminals, drug addicts who don't want us to have our freedom. They see John Mahama as a unifier, as a visionary, as a respectable man who respects the citizenry. So that is what a nation wants. A nation does not want a stupid political party that does not have a base, that does not have a vision, that does not have principles. The other country where Shem Kwasiafo wins 8 years, there was no principles. And it's a president to be caught in America for him. Now Wakoka in America for say go and attack Burkina Faso. Nobody should ever think of allowing the MPP back to power, because these are ingrates. These are offsprings. These are people who were spit out by the snitches. So you cannot compare the NPP to the NDC. The NDC stands tall. John Mahama has started something good. Where Nkrumah left off, John Mahama is picking it from there. Let us all support it. In Kwasiafo, let's just leave them in their cages. They cannot change anything. We all came together with one mind to say, let us put the NDC back to power. We need to check them, and we need to make sure the principles of the party, a social democratic party, we all should make sure it becomes a reality. And internet and the teacher ni Ghana, nana kuma Tony him. If we say John Mahama say osi school or so si Bangalo kaho, and internet and the next ni Ghana, nana kuma Tony him. Because John Mahama say obesi more hospitals. Because why ebida? And internet and there so obi wa Ghana, nasa or a young man or a young student, on him say there is future, because John Mahama catch Romo say they are going to create more jobs. Coding job is going to come. Women's National Bank is going to come. People who are entering tertiary institutions will not be paying fees for their first semester. This is what we talk about. This is a leader who is basically putting the country together. It takes time, but we all have seen West government. We have seen mad men and stupid women lead us. Now we are seeing intelligent, rational people trying to put our nation together. We cannot make a mistake and go back to animals who think about only themselves. And I'm talking about the NPP as a political party and its followers. They are pigs. They don't want anything to go on. All that they can do is to lie, jandam, criticize, and think everything should be about them. We are not ready to be having an animal's kingdom. We are ready to be building a nation with citizens who are ready and willing to help build Ghana. That is where the focus should be. So the 42-year agenda by the NDC, we all should stick to it and make sure it's a reality. Now, Mama Chua Adibua. You see the story? Gigim. Now, John Mahama are buying, NDC are buying at the story number 12. Yes, see. Diplomatic passport holders face stop list sanctions if not returned by March 17. Kusi Boating. And then the Sarkodi and Muamaka tribal foods, Yes, see Muamukuta. Diplomatic passport Canada Japan Monfambra. By 17th of March, you'll be declared a criminal. This is the John Mahama administration. Wa ukuta diplomatic passport biya wa Ghana. The president has made a statement or say every single person ukuta diplomatic passport bring it. You are supposed to reapply. If you deserve it, you'll be given it back. The issue here is that bring the diplomatic passport. After 17th of March, you become an enemy of the state. Because when you take that diplomatic passport to travel, you are a criminal. You are using the name of Ghana to go commit a crime. Way a assembly point, you see Independence Square, Munyinamo report it. Oba Ekutao, ya jani atief you on the passport amount. Diplomatic passport no. Oba Faudi bra, Kusibu ting, a Musa Akodiane Muamaka. You see Obia for the diplomatic passport mbra. Announcement ended the 17th of March. Ministry of Foreign Affairs ended the presidency in the information abetuo. Wa ukuta diplomatic passport to Ghana. Kusibuating won't return a diplomatic passport no. You become an enemy of the state. John Mahama and the NDC are cleaning the system. They are resetting Ghana. At a point, near the Ghana diplomatic passport and yet they transfer cocaine free Ghana. We know how they use the things in Ghana. People's aviation companies to do those things. So we are telling you people, more number diplomatic passport, air transport, cocaine from private jets in Ghana. We have seen all of you. Return the diplomatic passports. Return the diplomatic passport, and by the 17th of March, if you don't return the diplomatic passport, you're chewa eba boo. A bro be eba boo no. Bro pa near pejo wa motium. Ye di bro be boo wa motium. Oh my God, damn ba. Ya di ya be se wa motium blow. Ni a chwa se. Ni a tia wo kon so. Ye wi na de bento awo wani ase. Ni a de shoe pan ye e wo wa motium. E wi na esuruisa da so hwinim. Ni a moa woto. Ni the konko, milk konko, ye mia ni the chiauto. Hey, mo for a diplomatic passport in Bray. Mo for a diplomatic passport in Bray. Kwasiafo, we have to do a background check of all of you guys. The 17th is the last day. Everybody needs to bring their diplomatic passport. NPP pigs. Muni munyansa. Yeah, makabi biya Ghana for me say. The NPP as a political party is like a zoo. They are like animals. You know the so Obi Kachero say Obi support MPP now onye educated, onye enlightened, obwa. They naturally embrace foolishness. From 2015 January basin there, has the NPP told you at the Kudienti Amuluzi election? Have they even told you why we should even give Ghana to them again? They have no clue about governance. Aya handsome, aya atenie. In their head, no, being come say on nipa. The strategy is that mumma awunafo because of JJ Rawlings the obedi president inti. Yaman awunafo look bad. Yaman zimafo Kwame Nkrumah mun look bad. Yaman fantifo look bad. Yaman tafo look bad. Na yankwane ya Ghana for enchichiri krosa yam penny biem. We are not going to allow a group of foolish people who are selfish and self-centered to lead us again. We are done. And these are the things Namoke can with them and I can with TV Suntina Yamuyano. And I know the pain in the heart of the NPP. Yaobi wa makumem, a menam de sa yaw ni shemu. Na de emi yane se, mesadi another yaw account. 90% of more NPP for Motiasi, NPP beba power no more. I'm telling you. 90% of NPP for Motiasi ne. Wa we di 40. NPP beba power no we di 42, 82. No that you see what you dollar for the ebubu na kura sa de ye see stores. Me see more MPP for 90% of you. NDC will be in power for 42 years. More time MPP mra power number wo me see mo e ma be see no ya sa be what you see stores. Ye see ko ye gigi. Into what already 35. NDC ebe free so 40 years time no we di 78. No wo. Into so mo brem wase. What you people are doing will not change any Ghanaian's mind. Hey, Abana Yakoto in 2024, no, nobody will change their mind to vote for MPP. On what grounds? On what grounds? Dear Ntinama, Ghana Nia, Okoto about 2024, Emma NDC. On what grounds? Because the problem the NDC came to meet, those problems will take years to solve. John Mahama is going to solve them gradually. And the Obama to us no solve it because yeah, mamu chance mamu say the fight against Galamsey, you can't use 6 months to solve it. It's a gradual process, and it takes leaders who are ready and willing. It be time kwasiafobi Jamahama power. You people start in power for 8 years. Chema won to me kwateboto Jimmy. En kwasiafo de seketi jemfua Samia Wuku Nanabi kwasiafo we to Ghana nkuro so no mo sai kuro no. Yamfa 1 year enchechire kuro no. En san endani bibia. It takes time. It takes time to solve that. Inti Galamsey it will take 8 years to solve the Galamsey problem. Yeah, I'm telling you. Inti NDC will need 8 years to solve the Galamsey. After that, near the 8 years, I solve agric problems. Near another 8 years. Inti problem there a 42-year plan. It is going to take long, and we are not ready to start fixing for some of you pigs belonging to a tribal party to come and destroy it. No, because JJ Rawlings buy or be boy ebe see down. JJ Kufo buy a year no be koye or be Ghana at 50 and a small girl be to shwa and or be jiska koye. Atamos buy and or be start projects and a Mahama betwaso and a atichidia kwasi ampe you on a bozege buy and a mobe say bibia. We are not going to give you people space again. Until we have 42 years to build this nation. The NDC is going to make mistakes, we will correct them. The NDC is going to fall at a point, we will correct them. The NDC will deliver, we will be happy. So we are not ready to go back to a tribal stupid pigs who are not ready to learn. We are not going to give anybody that room. We will correct the NDC, we will guide them, at least they respect us. The NDC as a political party respect our tribe. They respect our root. They respect our mothers and respect who we are. They are not selective. They don't check our names. They don't check where we are coming from. They are not going to kill us. They are not going to destroy our land. The NDC is going to show us respect. So at least with that, they are humans. They will make mistakes. We will correct them. But we are not going to go back to you pigs. Now, my party akosia himfie. Your politics and your himfie. So you people should separate the two. Otumfo na michiao medo chanchen hine maba. Onana Kevin Taylor mini nana party ni yamfa ba himfie. Ya mechechire Ghana wa himfie biem. Ya bechechire Ghana wa Ghana parliament. Ya bechechire Ghana wa the presidency. We are done building a nation from a palace. Ahimfie yedi koko nsem. Ahimfie yedi ede entomasem. Yetu obi a ene di na ahimfie. Obi kotomo na kakra bia na yendi omanya sem policies ye nchechire na ahimfie. The NDC is not a palace party. The NDC is for the people. The NDC represents the people. Until the NDC gives way, see, the 42-year plan, where we're going to be, that is the plan we are going to support. Yeah, we are not going to move from that plan. It's member being an agent say, MPP people power, kaya mua, makats, mashamu bo, and a media woma kumum. So I pain in a woma kumumuna. Emamu this misbehaving cancer no make Kevin Taylor I am not done me a fucking guy wa kuntoko pipe anoda what's attached dia wi obi ani so da unhu bi da ya de 55 ball case 5 ashwichi abra ye border me a fucking guy me see 42 years pain na me de atoma kumemu no sa pain no na part 1 me study another pain bi betoma kumemu you people will never forget. And as far as Onyankopon tiasi Allah in his own wisdom. Wama me nyansa, wama me ede akomapa. Waka chem say Kevin, this is what you have to do. The young people will never come close to power. Share. Me a wicked fucking. Intimation wana moya mesre. The earlier you people start to think like Ghanaians, the better for you people. Because we are not waiting. We are not going to wait for any tribal fool. We are moving. And every intelligent Ghanaian is moving with us. You better check whether you people like it or not. The NDC was not sent from heaven. The NDC will make mistakes. The NDC, there are humans in the NDC who make mistakes. It does not mean we are going to vote against the NDC. Don't forget this NC. Yatiana muko be a damn cocoa for moi. Now we can say moon free power da. Yati kroma na mudidi atem sa ade na Mahama koto Ameri yewie na kwasia fo mutam kosi kumase san kwasia sem we yesu atwa memetiase onyankopon ka me hui. You people are not coming to power again. This is how the NDC fought to stop e-levy. Kwasia fo we pass e-levy no. The NDC did everything. MP before bu NDC for ka ho. Kwasia fo ye the e-levy be to omo so. Stika ni tisa bama. Whether they like it or not, we will pass it. Ochina John Mahama said Mobre switcha. e-levy ochino betwem, betting tax ochino betwem, COVID-19 tax obetwem asamasa. Umpe we na peka ya mutium. Ade na mo pe o Ghana. Governance way apart from Kwame Nkrumah Rawlings in Atamil se bin sida. Ade na mo pe kwasiafo we na mo didi omochi. John Mahama ka kire mo obe solve Ghana problems no on blame obi sense over power. John Mahama has not blamed anybody. The law is going to work, but he's here to solve problems. Until right now, no, what we need to do is to support the 42-year agenda. The NDC needs to stay in power for 42 years. It's Ochina, the promise John Mahama made to you, e-levy, obetwem. Now, omianko edim nyenjum. Weja. Assembly si. Asema ehwam. Una de kojam si ehwam. Okay? For a government to come to power in less than 2 months. Now we're moving school feeding eduane a Ghana for kasa unim say school feeding eduane no. Ekufo ado ba so. From 1 cedi 20 pesos to 1 cedi 50 pesos. It took them like 7 years. Do you know? Nanado dan Ekufo ado betena so. School feeding eduane na de ma akora bia no from 1 cedi 20 pesos na near see o move nko 1 cedi 50 pesos no. 8 years. It took Ekufo ado about 7 years and sana order 20 pesos to 30 pesos account. John Mahama ni NDC for about power. Less than 2 months. Less than 2 months. Now, school feeding caterers welcome 2 cedis for every child. This is the beginning. John Mahama tina baimu 2 months. Or the 50 pesos. We are done in that 2 cedis per child. Do you know what this is going to do? Unim the idea we be. It's John Mahama this to 8 years, sir. So NDC this to 42 years, sir. At a point, every kid will be the government will spend close to 10 20 Ghana states on every kid. This is what we are talking about. Governance. You need to be proactive. So as we speak right now, no, John Mahama in less than 60 days, no, will move with 1 cedi 50 pesos to 2 cedis straight up. Ama ma for now. Omo na mo ye aduane na abomu so say we hu bi da. Omo say we dey pole omo si su nu aduane ma nkwara omo hu bi da. Aban bi aba e ma less than 2 months. Aban na ayeden atam sika. Watam sika e dey ama say yemfa nka nkwara na aduane ho. Aban bi aba in less than 2 months. We move nkwara sika na akọ 2 cedis. It is shocking. This is John Mahama. And what to say will be complaining with senior high school say the catch them. San come well MPP for we. Nobody should ever think. Hey, your mistake. Now after 42 years, you come to me man cause for we are. Omo de be ya hinsem. Me see. Omo party no mudi echire no. E ya hindi enti no mudi party na chi o. Enye edien, enye Ghana ntra. Less than 60 days John Mahama move sikana ko 2 cedis. Hey, mo come to me my MPP. At a point, Omeka Chiram so you president if I'm telling you. And that is their plan. Japan, any other identify no. They wanted to push Ghana to the point whereby Ohine they decide who becomes president. Because in their party, no, Ohine they decide who becomes flag bearer and running mate. It's true. In Menshia they decided my MPP who becomes the flag bearer. And it's then there, Menshia catch us to say, Baumia Jimmy when to man for Edian, when to man for interfor vote, and to Munkonam pam turning in floor. And it's not such a mess of boots from Mastati. Because Menshia and the obedi MPP nim. It took NPP 7 years to move 1 cedi 20 pesos to 1 cedi 50 pesos. It took John Mahama less than 60 days to move it from 1 cedi 50 pesos to 2 cedis. Over will compare by way. The Bena John Mahama about power. What is the school be? Kase duane no mudinenya. What to be? Have you heard? What to be, baby? In kwasi afora mu gwa broche se mpete no. Bobusu afora mo senior high school. Maka che mu se duane ne nye. Wonu mu kan. Oba ko mu dem na trousers and down se na kwase. Kwasi afo mu gwa broche gugu Germany mu hu fin. Mu nsue nyansa. Idea ni nyina ne say ye group bi enti entiasia hwe ye bebobom sentoma na ye de makoche wo Togo mabodam ye bebobom sa chichidi echi ye be museni abobo mo ye bebobom sentoma na ye say na ye de magu kantem na akoche mo Togo kwasiafo mo just say Ghana is about you people. Enti yes, our target is Kevin Taylor there. Nobody no bullzing. No kre ekutawa. You are powerful, and that's what makes this platform powerful, and it makes every single person watching me powerful, because no kre ni ede chichire maino. No kre na muni bininti na mo breno. Inte ebia mo to hey obi meka Kevin asem na yakoko mpie da bi o. You are not going to get anywhere, because atro it will not last more than 24 hours. Atro does not last more than 24 hours. But no kre bia yakabia, it is on record. Mo go check it. And that makes us different. It may catch them. Mobe change my adwene nta mo nyane dem na mo beto ma NDC, because mo nyina mo bewu ansa na NDC MPP aba power. MPP foi mo am Ghana de mo kora menka masem. Mo am go abrochia mo hu fin oti abrochia de bia fa mo nto kwan mu kwasea didi aye na wadu mu bon de bia ya fa mo nto kwan mu oti abrochia da ho pre mo ne ho. Moto kan moda wuti abrochire pe apino so pedware moda wuti abrochire pe eye destin powder abo moda wo pe bluebird ahyenkwasiafo mum open your horizon a little bit. Your horizon is too dim. Motiti kromo titi abrochire nkwasiafo mum pese mo bebie makomam na mum ye de akoma pa chichire Ghana na moda wuti abrochire wikako na wo wikako e wa abrochire betu no wadwene. Uda wuti abroche ye na ebunebunu de freeze na fa breme ai otwe bini de aya wo freeze a abrofo ne hu wo ya boa ye freeze of twin bini fa mbrawo na di ye freeze of otwe bini free be kwa mbrawo e wo Germany na di na wanum ay deke ebede ne wadwene mu agimi enti modwen say when you come after Kevin Taylor, NDC will lose power. Now, me Kevin Taylor, me a single person, the whole MPP, I can nullify you, and I'm going to nullify you. Home and away. Home and away. I will nullify you. Massa, I am not at this point, Namonbe join here in NDC. Because whether you join or you don't join, NDC will win. And the other pain in there, what my kumemuna, my planting or honor. Me the boss ECG bita I mo MPP for the na me the pain be a sticker be me that tell makuma out to say ECG meter a reading tentam mo hu me pen e papa I mo team story na ye papa mo be wu me the ECG meter I am to share any pain, election loss pain, me that tell makuma ho. I will decide when I will take it off, and I'm going to take it off 42 years time. It's move me anama kuma bo didim. Kevin Taylor or yakwasia pa na ho tantan time be still yeginim. Me say still ye den yeginim yenko baby a. We will make sure say kwasia 47 we nullify you. Ye be shimase. We will nullify the party. A change ansani bi pie no ka say me beti party foforo. Na sa party no Ghana fo nti na me beti. Enya konwa bi nti. The moment you be who party no, you be Jenny Kakra as a munyansa. Now at this point, you ma any akonya party bia embedi Ghana so biem. Ghana enya akonya na edidi so. Enya hinfie na edidi Ghana so. A constitution and edidi Ghana so. We are not going to allow any stool to rule Ghana again. Akonya bia sa. The Constitution of the Republic of Ghana is bigger than any stool in Ghana. Until we are looking at the Holy Grail of Ghana, that is the Constitution. And whoever is ready to understand the Constitution, to make sure they apply the Constitution in a way that will favor we, the people, we are going to stand by you. But say, if you are going to use a Himfie Constitution there, then stay there. And anything I'm saying, you will be there for 42 years. Weja, ubuofu, ultimi nyashe, internet ni jina so se mosini bibi, gigigigigigigigim. Muhu bibi da hu, be the pain atare makoma hu, pain. Sa pain e be che papa. Mombra pa na munyina mawu kwasiafo monhwame precisely so. Nana Vietnam nie shogbe precisely nana see the precision I enkranfo no musa shogba omonufu the precision so precisely so. Kwasiafo ma na wo me go edim agigim yenwie ye ginem now something nice has happened. I mean, church bibi mu kire Ghana for mu bleedi mu be breedi breeding. Breeding. Me young we na me young he say no. Me nyamba asem. Me na me yere nko me nom nsasa me na me yam whiskey ofi na me nom. E na me so no sebio obom no wi bi ni problem. Me smoky. Me ye fit fucking. Weekend be a me spider ye ginem soccer. Enti me so me che. Ewrade mo be bro mo. Me che. Ade go enti me che ne say me sa do nyame ebrem ho ase wo nyame anim. Nyame so be ma nyina che. Enti ade ne de the only option is say mo be join ye dey akekere Ghana. Because me nyanko baby a o. Omo amotiti omo nka nyina they will go. I will be here. Enti the earlier you people make a decision and say okay, o de Kevin yemfa ne sa manem boye na yentumi so nyansa. Sama mbrem ho ase a I will put you in the ditch. Mo betena binini mu sa. I'm not going to give you people space. Samo pese nyina akekere Ghana mo fa no kura mra. No kura nko a. Samo de no kura ba meja mo. But say atro ni ebubu be atoso ni ekeka nsam fa emfa. The Jandam will not Jandam. And I have killed Jandam. I have held the neck of Jandam. Me bunikum. Jandam is like this. Jandam a go. Vietnam for na di esika of Vietnam kwasi afomba. Now here there, you are watching from Malaysia. Asem papa bi esi. Egigim eye okudjota black de mo pese mo betiri din kura ahunani boy we oya ahunani oya mixed race me kura de say me mixed tribe okudjota de say me sure so oya full ai on share anje full mixed tribes ye ne me ne Alankash ai MPP for Alankash got to president dey say wo ya mixed race kokoko o ma me Infantino papa ya MPP for me kwasi full Alankash bia me do papa ne pa the Alankash ye ma MPP si bi Alankash to the boy say esum MPP time me do say Alankash be the president I say Alan one guy say mixed race hey Alankash a mixed race o sha Alan ni echi ate say me dey ya bi ai o sha Alan ni echi pa ate say me dey ya bi nice guy. Alan is such a very decent man on no be nin tokwa ate say me a on kan obi asem o kire wa kan asem ni bu fu rough Alan so otumi o kan adwene ko hia wa ate say me o hwe nanim dua ni echi the niceness. Alan so be president dia in Cambodia say we a mixed race. Hey bo mo san kwase fo we mo ka cha Alankash so no a mixed race and kanya Alan anka atichide we be di president kofo okra nya Alan anka kofo di president mo ka cha Alan say ono Alan no or a mixed tribe on the onshada nya santini mapa mo pe mapa mo di ma dey friend mapa de kire mo wa santini akwala afoforo na mo ma no de mo ma de bofro nkwan ankoa ma mo ma de duade bia mfra no fa nyini ene fa na santini mapa Opa Asantini mapa ne wo na ye mfa du fo ntu dedum ye de bofro nkwan na ma ne nom odi bofra to 38 one ya Asantini mapa muni bio ebi ni ho ala ne nya Asantini mapa entientumi ma ne ndi enim opa mapa me say opa Asantini mapa ne de ya wo na to onye a ye de bofro dwonso ye de bofro afra dwonso ama na nom na wanyine di 30 one na ya Asantini mapa sebio ondu 4 feet ona ya Asantini mapa ebi ni ho Santo na ya last one waka e na ono so ewu Asantini mapa ni ho enti ma mo pra Asantini mapa mo mpanya nsani medi manim ope Asantini mapa a nice man like Alankash kwasiafo boka chense onya Asantini mapa na po kwasiampanyi we na ya Asantini mapa na po ogina wo se kyerem dwan na po na hwene se siso e na mudi kwasiampanyi we chi osori a e na sofo we kuwe osori a enkwasiasam motete Ghana Alankash enti de bia no mo Alankash amuhu me MPP for omuhu mi anoma ka Alankash boy was Alankash we de ni echi oni Alansa papa say boy so a mixed mixed race me papa ye Infantini ena mama ahunani enti de bia omuhu mixed race for no modwo mo enu nti na omudwa okudjato ablakwa adekudie nti MPP for mpe okudjato ablakwa so oya ahunani ena onim nyansa ena wabeng. That is their problem with Okudjato. Problem MPP for nyina ni Okudjato won say ye ni Asantini or politician or smart so no eno no enye problem bia. Adekudie ntia no mo tan JJ Rollins nyanse no or ye JJ Rollins or tebrofo so hu ni ate o kare ne hu ye eno ni ahoye a o ye be ma tentengram eno no tan mo tan nyina nsem ye cool guy ai Omo be man dodo no omo ntu se me enti omo be pe bibia ka wo me ho ni nyina yehu dada ai enti tese mo no masem ye me ya ah masem ye me ya mo ho ye me mobo me hu ma na mo ho ye me sere na ma cheda kan sama to alankash so kwasiafo mutipeni alankash mu benya alankash ma de MPP enim mu benya be metisa alankash mu jimi nti mu jimi ne mo tribe na mo nkwasi asem nti mu hu fin adwini fin Ghana ne de ya mpene ma ne nkoso mu ya bebobɔ mu santoma mu sankofo yi mu MPP fo nkwasiafo yi ya bebobɔ mu sa achichidi echi mu ne ntoma na fra achichidi echi no ya bebobɔ mu ne de bogu kentem ne de makɔche otogo mu nim mintra. You have no idea what you are dealing with. So nka munim de mu deal with her and ka mutia break. Now okuja to ablakwa bema tintin gramo. Mr. Lancash rough. Udi metemo odi Lancash atemo udi memi di matem. Girls na mudi di matem no. Udi matem wano tia Lancash. Alan, Mr. Alan rough. Alan de we nechi the same echi. Mr. Cash, Alan, nice. Check your wings, check. Aba frantoro no. Me feel Alan rough. Alan, me ba Ghana ba besraw. Me feel rough. Alan. Hey, ubenya Alan Chiramantia, Mr. Get me Alan Chiramantia ni nim. Obianti said no, Obiani no, Alan Chiramantia na yenim. Na you not the rough. Me kwam to me say Alan Chiramantia na yenim. Obianti so no, Obianti say oh, Alan Chiramantia na yenim. Oh, we got fucking every four. It's your makuma bibim. Me say me de pain yaw atare makoma ho te se ECG bita mo be bre fucking me na metuma disconnect no me twimwadi mo me de pin e wo moto na me de de esurusa egum hwinim na me mia mo kon na me de me nan etia wasum na me de mkokroboti gate ase ai na me de fem na me am sa bantu etua moto na me de akekedro e fam ano ho na me angasa me say gum headers mo be bre fucking mo mema mo ho atete mo mema mai de say mo bi amuda toilet mo bibi mo de mo nim me te makoma me gu party no me e ko na meka do e be ma no me tra so me suru me gu party no mo me anko ka okuja to ablakwa asem no Alan Chiramantia na yi me say get me Alan Chiramantia titi ko mama na mo freeze bo fro de kwa abruchire nkwasiafo u freeze bo fro kwa abruchire na wo ti plane wo bodam wo freeze bo fro de kwa abruchire ebia nka dokunu bi mpo ana enam bi ana wo to Ghana milo bi a wo je say we de en de ku wo freeze bo fro o se an aponche no we de otwe na ne hwewa no aya wo de freeze e den a na wo de akekere polythene bag mu na wo de ahya wo bag mu abreme aboa wo ti Germany po otwe hware na obeso ni agire chichire Ghana abuofunu kofie kwasiato uti Germany to UK uti France to America ha catch bi say on freeze otwenhwe amawo ai na nka o freeze a pese no we de nka pese no na nka bia ma rere ho kakra o rere ho e be ma sent na kofom unim sa ade a wudi na e aboa asai we de nka pese no anka o freeze a pese na nka o freeze otwen bi ne kakra ma ne nya din afa hye mu ntem over da ben o na wo twese ne ende freeze mienu ai o ti aburuchire oda otwen bini kwasia obese de wadwene chichire Ghana mo Jimmy fucking but Jimmy fucking I person no na we busa anti meli o say o sama me na so ton supeku no ai agina wa kakra ka ho o ti aburuchire on retirement on bibia nanum enti be call dem na trousers san ha ubie fridge ma party okoye emu aduane na wawia be hyem na freeze hyem odisi ko be kwakoto aduane abenua aduane fresh di ejuma ya o ejuma yi obebie di fridge ma I say mochre da enam bi okoji wo party bi ase o da be freezer o de we be sha why say aboa no ti abrochire da obo ne ho basa no okoso TikTok Kevin Taylor me here wo ye be chiwa ko ye be chiwa ko to zoo wo show mu dem a oto ne nsa na abodan edemo kan na abenkwan si so fitiano passes abenkwan si so adan ya oya abenkwan wa abrochire kwasia. So let's get real here. Now, mumi ehwe Okuyata Blakwa asemiesi. Now, Ghana has secured where NDC government, they are very strategic in what they do. Maybe show the difference between MPP and NDC. The NDC, before they basically go into any meeting, they know what they are going for. Now, I'm going to show what is exciting about this story. Ghana has secured a grant. Ghana has secured a grant of 1.2 billion Japanese yen, approximately $13 million, from Japan to stabilize electricity supply in Tamale City. You see, so unima so I'm from a mincheche bibi munchiremo. Your friend bibi loan, and your friend bibi grant, and they say Ghana for a grant of $13 million. Omofanya there, omofan kosirem na eye kania honsem no omofan shemu kena. Now the difference between loan and a grant, and they say loan no ya de mawa. I was say utia. I was say in Sinwumbe Kahu. Now utia the back. In the amount loan of $13 million, I was so teacher say untia we no utia ebia $25 million. If we say loan no in Sinwu Kahu. Yaka say granta e sika obi de na kumem e de achaw. It is say me dwudwam ma wate asia Japan for ache Ghana $13 million free say yemfa nko sirem na yemma kanea ninjina ne na so so am for mate asia. That is the difference between in preko na omudi manimu no any NDC in person there kaba to Ghana so into NDC is looking so utu krom na woni say woni Ghana e good relationship na say opesa wo che Ghana dia Ghana yene yebeje every say yehu yehiska but say opesa ma alone dia da bi every say yenye ready say ye bebo besia pe nkwasiafo e besia boto wo so into this is one of the best things I have heard in 2025. So grant way yen kotua ne back a free bonto omo de acheye $13 million. Okujata Blakwa ya ne kofa baaye John Mahama ban kwase bi to so okujata ntiase hwe unim nyanse gu omutirim mo de ose chairman sabo so mo hwa gugugugu do wise we na kuma mita shem ene kwasiafo we na mo se mo de bechichire Ghana ye ja Ghana mam 8 years e de na mutumi ye. This is the new Ghana we are in. Inti me catch Ghana for say NDC for akonya free money of $13 million. Omo de call northern region and they come make sure say eye enkania honsem ejina ne na so precisely so. Shogbe nana Vietnam tie aboa me muni be me free bar muni wo nyankopon shira and the guidance e dia bedru ha anka munyina ma papa moto akoda enti NDC aban no for you and I, so was stream na we stream ni na we northern regional NDC abana konya free money of $13 million. Ombo be make sure say villages bokani ansam ejina ne naso 2 months pe 2 months enye loan a grant ya de achaw mo. Me see every month be a John Mahama the years be become years who in opposition. I'm telling you every 30 days John Mahama ne NDC the years ni become years and we spend in opposition ho. Mama 42 John Mahama man to be or the back be kan ho. Onfia ben mu no na opepepe some we Jimmy. Mu de bibia a business. Mu be di Ghana so. De bia loan. Adenya ofuriata data bank benye sika. Gabi ochida akona ne nima chinchini se amonchi no obenye sika. Na mu de Ghana ye business. And the Ghana fo aba awonafo infantefo enzimafo Kofo, Bonofo, Asantefo, Ghana for Bagana, or Mochichere Ghana, and then dying 42 years no mamu refit that. Now, I'm in the Munchra. John Mahama Kasa, a Christopher Muslims Samoa Ghana, Muntia Samway. John Mahama has spoken. And what did he say? Or say, President Mahama to IMF, World Bank, stay out of Ghana's anti-LGBTQ debate. Are you straightforward? John Mahama watuna numtu or say IMF any World Bank say eba tumu nkoma yedi no Ghana say ye be ye free ho ye de mra beba emaneti IMF ni World Bank mamu fama nuntum e Ghana for problem. Atichidia Kwasi Ampe in Wintuman Kasa say you. Najibijimini so sa, Najibijimini sa. John Mahama has been emphatic. Or say Batumutumun Semia Yakan Ghana, Yapasi Adim Raba, near Swano, near making sure Ghana Yashem Rana, or say IMF, any World Bank, stay away. A year problem. We have to have that conversation and we have to make that decision. It is not the IMF that has to decide. Near Tikroma, Mr. Get it for me. I mean Adams, dear Okatayie say, so we pass it through law now. IMF, any World Bank, Omu Mayiska. Sana, I mean Adams. And I do Kwasi Ampe was so ye chiriya. Kremoni or the mama bofom, fasting. Eli chiro Nyankopon would never say such a thing. But I mean Adams Kwasi Ampe ni kachire mo say, onun kremoni na ofri karaga. Ojina TV so kachire mo say o pass it through na. I problem ebeba say IMF any World Bank no, they will not support us. How? But in Kwasi Afo power society na adiachi na almost said oh Mahama go pass it into John Mahama had a very strong warning at the abetuo or say or catch the IMF any World Bank or say when it comes to that discussion they should stay away. Now who reading and no assembly, this is what he said emphatically. President John Dramani Mahama has warned multilateral institutions like the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund, that's IMF, to avoid interfering in Ghana's domestic policies, particularly concerning cultural and social issues such as LGBTQ plus rights. Yes, John Mahama to akachre IMF, World Bank, any international institutions are almost so African with finances say eba Ghana kebi mamin kebi yan sama ya rechichire man no eba social issues eba political issues eba ensama sebio yenya e concern ya omontwe omo mfrim Ghana for na o say die sankomo no yen na o say make sad decisions no. John Mahama was emphatic speaking in an interview with Bloomberg Next Africa. Mahama argued that multilateral institutions should focus on their economic mandates rather than attempting to influence cultural values in Ghana. Or see IMF ne World Bank mono omo djuma poti ni se omo behwe sikasem eba ya mamre ni amane ene nyoma ye de chichire ye man ema ye nipa ye yesu ene de de be chichire ya mema omo fa omano entum. This is John Mahama. This is a president who is emphatic in his statement. MPP Makacho so mwe Jimmy, and he was emphatic. And that is what you have been wanting to see. At least yeni Ghana who's a president in a take position. He has made it clear a Ghana for decision and yet IMF decision and yet World Bank decision. Sebio say IMF boye and now World Bank boya and say omo also mo say Sebio ye jaya na ya be payeto. There are some things that are personal that we have to take care of. The IMF is not supposed to decide for us when it comes to family values, our social values. No, the IMF can be our partner. They can help us in our financial issues. But when it comes to things that affect us personally, our morals, we have to come together as a people to make that decision. So he has been emphatic. He has said it. Or say, they should not interfere. They should allow us as Ghanaians to make our decision. That is why he's calling for this bill to be reintroduced, for all of us to come together and make a decision on this bill. Because I'm paying you to Ghana. You busa the question, I will answer. But when I'm Ghana na Jimmy no, you busa the question, I say, oh, my boss say, that wasn't a government. That was a cluster of foolish men and women who thought we are stupid. We have a government now that listens to us and that stands for us. And this is what I keep saying, say, the 42 years agenda, no, let us help John Mahama build it and let us help the NDC build the 42-year agenda. Because at NDC for 42 years where we will be out of the third world country class. We will be over a middle income country. We will be seen as one of the top-notch countries. 42 years, we can get this done. 42 years, Ghana can be that country people want to travel and settle in. We can help the NDC do this. Jimmy, they don't care. They are like pigs. They only feel all that they think about is what they will eat. Yen say insio, yen say forest yen kunipa yen kanchen kofo say ohini we su chen we and ebusuan we su chen we and na we nim omo jimi. They are naturally foolish. They are naturally foolish because on says sibi omo chichire man no omo chichire man is say the omo chichire busuan MPP for jimi. And we should be resolute. Yeni e man mundi nkomo yeni e hundi di nkomo na yen kanche Ghana for say ye pese oman no etumi egina some level of steadiness. I will say etumi gina faku. Ye be mistakes, but we need to keep directing the country. The NDC almost show say they want to serve, they want to help, they want to be part of building. Let us guide the NDC. Obviously, there are human beings in the NDC. People make mistakes, but we need to understand. Say, I will say a guide the NDC, not the 42 years, what they want to do for us, the glimpses we are seeing now, say, I'm NDC to us to say, in the next 42 years, Ghana will be a place to live in and be happy. They are still sitting behind the scenes, deciding, hey, na party ne better ne aje party. Chano mukaso. Yabedia party akofie yedia and they are not thinking about anybody. Let us be resolute as a people. It's very, very important. Now, more data as an say on the 6th of March, data na car and more use the akano. Vietnam, nana Vietnam. Obo jantra, and the kojina second obo jantra near more kakra beto date. Onaiso kokuo, and then kakobo jantre, nanka yamo kakra beto data. Sit match data na sign and then our person using in there nana Vietnam nana Vietnam no sit match data 200 Ghana data no and then now would you bet ATM weekend is here asking is here better than akwa we akwasi happy we see a time on mwazu we ready to go sit match data the car sit match no and once someone and you could the Kevin attempt and I was said data kwasia and the officer okasa uni data kota keros in begum o join mama njemu ha weja boy we ye pen asem kura wakwasia kodo wana meka asem. Now safety asantimemu BBC na BB babesi because the new Ashanti regional minister no I trust him to change things in the Ashanti region. I trust him because he's young. I trust him because he is relatable. I trust him because he has foresight. He has a vision. He's hungry to prove a point. And that is what I like about politicians. Are hungry to prove a point. That's what I like about them because every day they challenge themselves. Now this story is very important. A Asante Memu story. Safety on major roads in the Ashanti region is being compromised due to non-functional street lights. Yes, and Oba Asante Memu a tum to sebo from kwang. Ye jais our problem ni na any at social media any edin ko fatam ye kurom I said zoo ye so ba santimemu e hotum MPP stronghold ni Ashanti region 8 years almost say ja Ashanti region say kura sa ko emyete ha e ma mo say yen san fa tumi ma MPP moi Mr. What do you have for me? Mr. Which one is that? Amin Adams. Forget that idiot. Mutina Kroma, now read this story now. In Kumasi, city authorities have reported that the issue continues to contribute to an increase in pedestrian accidents and fatalities. However, the government is taking steps to repair the streetlights on some highways in the region. And Oba Accra, majority of the streetlights are working. You see, Abana Ayanajuni say MPP for Jimia, and this Yomun Jimie. Oma already said Omo be take steps to brighten Asanteman. Send a bay or 2 say to 2 in the car PR light betoso. Kwasi ebi fan kan kopim o 2 car mu. Send a bay or 2 piano joan and tuma light toso ebusa nanantuma ne ya nwene kwasiafo MPP kwasiafo ntumi anya light wa Asantememu ama kurodi mu anya fe. This is the news. Let's listen to what is going on in the Ashanti region. Masa, mo jimi ambo wo me nyanko you. This is the Ashanti region. Yanko Jum. Enti Swamifo, the number regional minister ne Kenya na say. Sesiano, ya the street lights wa na akromfo mo Asantememu otumfo na nanom no bi omo wia street lights. Enti regional minister say omo be taking initiative fufro. see ano omo be hwehwe akromfo no omo wiewia street lights no and a street lights from obesi no omo be see a new one sebi oni wia no ebe ding enti aya Ashanti regional minister catch Santima nyina se momwa no na oma kuro ni mu nte na oma kanea mra kuro nim na kuro nim ayesa abenfo kurom emu aye tum dodo nipa ntumi nginani ye bo car bo nipa and accident yesisi enti Asantima yamwa aya young regional minister we na yam protect street lights because obi wia light na yehu ya MPP for nti so obi wia light na yenka ya MPP for nti obi se kuro na yenka yenti ya MPP for nti ya bese ka na ka se NDC asay light moma yamma ya adwene mbre fie ne yenkyekere man no enti so ya MPP ni kura so obi wia kanea na waka kire regional minister say ya hade omo wia kanea no enti achi obi ade ne beba ne abu ne kuno enti asram Asanteman moma yamfa party se mo ntonkyane yamfa ahemfie ntonkyane ne yenkyekere Asante na akọ Morocco ohene kase a wote so tumfo udu Morocco e ho efe omu kuro bia e ho no e ho efe cha Asanteman mu enti moma yamma eye otumfo anim nte na sebio otumfo nya ho a onfa na nkọ hyenkran ana otumfo emfa na nkọ ne dan bi na ewo around Jubilee House ekire ho no saa ne estate bi no onfa nkọfo nkọ ho na ana se otumfo mo fo mba America mi area ha bia de fie wo no na otumi de oma nante Asanteman mu ama na hu se fiaw eye mi kuro mu nie enti moma yamboa otumfo se ne be ya because according point bi ohini bi kaso be so otumfo se da bi the see ana ayinfo bebre a cho letter bro otumfo na pese e be sra wo se be ho fa me bibinti na nantumi my invitation se see ade bia no ni abodwa kakra bi ni agege nsa ni echecha yensem otumfo be sa ahemfo akase free Morocco Spain ni nyina no se omo beduru a gata yi yempese omo behu omo beduru a street light no e be re ne kokuruma kotokele wole enti mumboa otumfo na ekuro ni mu nte na ahemfo akase bi omo wo krom se Morocco Spain fo ahemfo no omo ba anadwo na na betum de omo fo krom achem so santase ha ne tom kakrike that's veteran munjai saade na mu wiawia nkane na ama Santima ye kurase na nantuma nyina akadam fi so ontumi hye na anadwo se sia na ayede na nko a de bia na ne nkofo abobotai ne tetedem e o se nante ye ma amanfo hu se ne oman ne tre enti Ashanti regional minister to Asanteman immebunufo se momyemfa party ntonchan so obi wia light na momyenka no kora nkyere no na yenjai se we dia NDC na teso yenwia nse na yenkodi na tem yenkodi Mahama tem wo nhira ene hello FM munjai futuo mombo abrantie no na otumfo nya obenya visitors bibinti and the overcon na office let us be the king of the end you can say no problem you can say no problem because king for ibe gata wa ha king for ibe entontum ko wi obi akoma ohini bi malaria akwa baboda nana so dom yo otumfo nana odada chanchan hine medo me cheche onana num ye ko otumfo ntumi ma ohini bi mba mbenya malaria nko enti awse mo mayeboa ne atiti kronim ne asisi light na yehu se bibia ekoso na mo yenjai de ye na ye de sia Asanteman no thank you very much omega ajana 111666 me were about 3 minutes to end the show ma me fan dwudwum okay 111666 me ma catch them say I control the airwaves obi obebi obetiato eso mo ye they see ade eboni pen ya ye sisi ade NDC for kura ye so light ani edum no ye to data smart de ebeka no de ne aye monfin dru ho yo galamse ni ene wo Anglo Gold Ashanti ni onfin dru ho machines ni de bofom de blast AG de to gold no enye nu bi na eye ahwiase for use enti obebi onfin dru no men press obedru ho because uyemu bete wonfin endru bebi aye ne wo no ye national commanders mumu ye local community commanders mun stay maintain your level adole mun fin ruho now President Mahama must find money to complete agenda 111 okoboy omba parliament biem enkranfo maamefo me no mo kasa say okoboy obulu a omba biem okoboy say John Mahama go find this sika no fan besi agenda 111 enkwasiafo na ka che some 700 million ato ho omo de besi agenda 111 and according to opposition politics obey nyina when people no kuta Rebecca Kufuado bag okoboy mene ne ko presec onyini ncham yu ana momo no motete wa koko hyehyɛ mu bi tunti am gye se mutipen me we mene ne ko presec onyini ncham yu okoboy omba parliament biem me I know mameka bi nchira secret way there's this NPP MP no a minister. On your 2 portfolios under Ekufuado, but make a secret bijiro. Or your granny. Na me kasa. Na be 5 days to elections, no. And na ochre me, almost seat, no. The dangerous, na tricky wa Greater Accra region. And this minister, or the 2 ministers, or your granny, or the minister 2, and Osaya have a year bono. And oko the regional bono or bonomu, but or the regional minister. And now catch him say oko boy the obiampo man is can support you know en kan form ba na kura so bon tomano it oko boy campaign go no ska MPP kura man ska me ko busa en kan form ba say oko boy mu ni say o say oko boy e tai bole e bulu chon e Rebecca Kufuado e boy na e chon and I'm saying atija oko boy on parliament biem oko boy he will never come to parliament. Now just en kan for enkwasi afo abuofunu also ma me no tontoma na oye hiani e na ode ntoma hwe wo uko wura politics ma de bia obo tide se kokohwe de kwasia na hu kan for so magimi wan meto kan for no ho oso na obo ta na onnam ganyobi bulu no obo tide na just en kan for no mo nti na obese go school uko di achimfo nkwasi afo we kakra bi achimfo kakra bi we echi enya achimfo nyina sa ebu akọ abusuafo kwasi afo we echi oji so dum nyansa chen kranfo ma me na oton dokono no maame na oto na oton eyeseto no ono na de gba parliament kwasia oje so abobo time to magimi e na mo hwew e na osoro na TV so na kutakuta Rebecca Kufuado bag ai you just enkranfo agimi omba parliament biem e kire wo wuro ho ma ne ka oto na de nante nkran onyi bo talent wo oje enkranfo agimi o mo hu so be mada wo de tra na gin so mo agimi parliament I friend the parliament ukobi wan ko mo agimi enkranfo me se me ne nkranfo ne boy ka so se ganyo bi bulu sala ka okoboy ganyo bi bulu e bulu chon omo person be hu wani mu mpo and okoboy ka kire say or insist say John Mahama ban enko pesika no mo fam be agenda 111. Now let me show you something. Thank you very much team, thank you for bringing this in. On say ende me catch us MPP for me and kwasiafo a don't get mad, they deserve the insult oh insult na it may expose the MPP for bedroom there. Now look at this. What is this? This is Kojo Ponkroma. When they were in power, what did they tell us? Say, President Mahama must find money to complete Agenda 111. Government secures $100 million to start up funds for $100 million start-up funds for Agenda 111 hospital projects. Enti then Okuboy 2 months after leaving office, Ekachere Abain said Abain ko pesika $100 million no way. Ganyobi bulu. That time Okuboy no na ye. Okuboy no na ye dieng. Oni na ye oye health minister. Now I mention another story. Kwasia mo just see refia de ohun. Ma mention the kudenti Okuboy on parliament bi. Ohun kan fo so mo jimi. And Okuboy eni ebubu eye dieng. And Okuboy eni ebubu eye La General Hospital. Ganyobi Bulu. What is on me? They will show you Pepe. Under MPP, this is what they told us. Okuboy is here, Refiana. Let me put all of the stories together. I mean, for Okuboy, the addition fin. Then we saw Okuboy you free. Look at that. Look at this. Now read the 3 stories. Michelle Chile, kindly answer. 1, 400 million spent on Agenda 111 project without a single hospital ready for use. Mahama. Government secures $100 million startup funds for Agenda 111 hospital. Okuboy and Okatayie say John Mahama should go and find money to build Agenda 111. Kwasia Ganyobi Julo. Ana mo gin say Jimmy on. Ana mo gin say ye kwasiafo. Okuboy will never enter parliament again. And I will use your own words. Mumu sankrafo mo Jimmy on. On abankrafo no to no December no. Omo kire mo so mo bodam chemo enkrafo omo ni tiate no omo tuma hwewa obaji so mo jimi na ado mo benya no bonyo funura omo bukom na eye mo MPP mo jisen enkrafo jimi on mo numa mo kobusa Henry Kote sa mo ni mo enkrafo a mo kobusa Henry Kote Okuboy de oye ganyobi kura oye bulu mo kura. The MPP is a walking contradiction. Agenda 111 no omo inya kapre omo raise sika ba ku for agenda 111 and the obusom say source of funding omo tumi kan kire $100 million omo di ni nyina asiafo ye be kai mu ye be kai Ghana for we are not going anywhere. Ghanaians, it's exactly 7:05. I mean, for when chat to them in pong. Me who story we, sa story we I check our system ni. I mean, from pong. What guys say ampon we? Wasi a benyi. But I couldn't who fin na your friend Nicholas or many champon or wing. Kwasia. Me catch the boys we say. Mwe Jimmy. Se ben ma osori na pana otim kufa ohwo aho se opese ohwo aho ye kokwa oni okrama adwene ye pe we Jimmy. Me catch you say Sao boys we campaign no mo ye na omudidi John Mahama atem no me catch you say they were influenced by money and tribe. They basically decided to destroy John Mahama's name. Sao boys we me catch you sa eye ampon ene eye kwasi ampanyi no sa kwasi ala no hu fin bi no sa Jimmy for tribal fool no kan Nicholas Omanie Champon a criminal like that fool sa kwa no oro no ho no ogina wanim a I say clay Nicholas Omanie Champon oro no ho a me se na so ba nyina guru hwa ho kwasia na nkwasia fo mpanyifo toto no TV so didi Mahama atem ade a chen a ai Mahama mfa ye bone ncheye me ye from me great ampon ena Mahama no campaign time no na ye keka nsam kwasia kan MPP union ka beka se opacho MPP wini ya anka do hwo ho kro ena wo hwo ho na enso obeba begina se opacho mo pese ye de cheba mo mie no mo mawro mo TV ni ahwe mo to ho se na enso obenya mo to ho a very dirty people anka kufu ado mo wini ya anka nkwasa se we nka beka me see nkwasa se mo kache John Mahama na mo TV so didi me matam Kevin Taylor no ena ne ho fi o hyehye te baako wanim sa mo nche me hyehye te baako kwasia John Mahama na odina na opade chew me see se mo pese ye gimo mo chew no pa no mo gituma mo mie no mbra live team na mawro mo to ho wo ntumi TV ne ahwe de na enso oba egu ne to wo de dɔɔso no na de achew mmoa aboatwe. I will see you guys tomorrow. Ye ginem. My name is Kevin Taylor. My production team, they are called the Ghost Team. We will be back tomorrow to discuss Ghana. Be good. I am good. God has been with us and God will be with us. For 42 years, we will keep the NDC in power. We will make sure we nullify the NPP. We will make sure we build this nation. For the grandma 8 years, Jimmy for Ajanti and Nkwasi, I didn't nipa no beku mope, nipa attention. Moko mufin. Mufia nko. Mufin. Why am I mo tuntum mufia nko na mo mufin na mo moko ne enye issue. Moko na me ndwene me ho na me pedu numbers am de den. Me pen numbers bia boko. We promise Ghanaians NDC will win. And we promise Ghanaians NDC will win the elections from the Ashanti region. That is the power God gave me to control you. And I'll control Ghana elections for 42 years. Onyanko Pontiasia Onwiye. I will control and make good MPP. It does not matter how you feel. It does not matter what you say about me. Make good MPP. That is my job. Nyame fra me ba asase we so no ano no. Me be good MPP na nipa party foforo. That is my job. In the 2028, meji city no manaka 24. Mon fanto me ka chem se meji power free Kumasi. Maji. Mo kan de mo beka nyina. Me didi otumfo atem, me didi Asante hima atem. Mo kan ni nyina maji tumi afri Asante. Message egu party no. I am telling you, 42 years you will not come to power again. It's more from Jimmy from platform no so. Na me show no. Na Ghana for ntie me. Any nothing will change the principles on this platform. I am still waiting for this boy to go to court. I am still waiting for this boy to come out with a video to tell the world. Until this boy, Williams and Nefi Sapon. You see, Ghana for I munti bibia say. What I am doing in the next few weeks, you people will understand me. Me nyame bibia kwa wo. When you see me hit at a particular place for a very long time, then it means there's something there that I need. And what I am hitting, about 15 people will fall. This boy is a criminal. He's a hardened criminal. He's a thief. Nothing will change that. I am still sticking to the principles. Until this boy Baba Bontra catch Ghana for on a 2-minute video. This is not difficult. 2 minutes video. Ya woman me who's a boy or spokesperson or Ghana. Or see or a self-made millionaire. or say or a life coach, or say or a doctor, or say on it we're making riches. His credibility is intact. I want him to prove me wrong. Just a 30 seconds video to tell the world, say he has sat in a gold refinery meeting without mentioning John Mahama's name, that it is because of John Mahama that the people will get the contract. It's simple. So when you come out and you do it and you tell the world, my name is Williams Anefi Sapon. Maintain meeting be a say. Enka said John Mahama nti me ba be gold business or Ghana with gold refinery semiko bua brofo. And one no me go say that is all. And secondly, I told this twerp, this criminal, me see he should come out and show us their certification as a doctor. But I know what I am doing. Until you provide those things, I am not done. And let me tell you, your mother and your father are all included. Your father is part of your crime. Your father, papa we or your crime for, he knows what you are doing. The monies you have been stealing from people, duping people in the name, say, oh, yeah, doctor, and your father knows this man. He is a criminal too. And the principles are still the principles. It has not changed. And until you do this simple thing, I am telling you, my job, Onyanko this man said, maybe protect John Mahama Abain. And said, John Mahama Abain ya bonia mensanka. So my job is simple. 2 jobs. And then Onyanko Mami, protect the government, and when the government goes wrong, say it. That is my job here. I am protecting John Dramani Mahama. And nobody on this planet can stop me. And Obi Obeyes or the John Mahama Dean Ebebo Krono, I will stop you. Onyankopon Allah Owosri Onima Kumemuno, he will protect me to do this job. It is not about what you say. It is not about what you hear out there. It is about what I want, and I'll get it. Whatever is going out there, they say dede. Into this boy on any papa way or ye. It's a man we say on cap boy we krono ho a on be kan chere say the bad the certificate abekere no and na on ne bad ntina video so nka say onim bibia efa sa krono no ho ne bad for John Mahama din on ne bad mienu nya video. This man is a criminal. Me makachro, if you want to go to court, you can go to court. If you want to go to court, you can go to court. This is this boy's mother, Williams Anefi Mahama. This woman is a criminal. Ne say na ne start adwuma we. My investigations, may the facts, and you save a whole nation. Nobody can stop me. Nobody can stop it. And the real people in Ghana, they know what I'm doing, and they know the facts that I'm putting out. This woman is also a criminal. Williams Anefi Mahama no. Na ne letter na otroba is court. Where is the letter? So I Ghana now numinyansa obon so boy wo yewi. Where is the court now mo kono? And you know the letter about bontene. Said the lawyers are taking me to court. How long in here? It just said, can be big show. He thought to say I was just a young man he can intimidate. No. My job on Yanko this man is protecting John Mahama and then I bind. And I will do it to the court. Court now all court. Mumusa say we nyan kwana. I may odebra in the concert the Gina so editor KVIP. So Mumusa sa kwasi abo and say sa court now boy we ka so kono. We nyan kwana. You people want to connive and destroy John Mahama. You did lie. I will shut everybody down because Onyankopon on my side. Every single person, or person John Mahama Dean, SN, Aban Seni Dean, I will not give you room. This woman, Anefi Mame, or your cromfo. Car boy way. Mami we car or first, boy ni Rianko Fosikan or the toy. This woman, boy ni Diboni, I know a phone, no afraid. Oh, me bano. Now then I won't find channel. On your BBO, where your bonnet crown or ya, you ever feel no because that is what this woman does. BBC Afa Yadu picture abetu TV so. Yadu ukunu picture abetu TV so. Yadu wumba picture abetu TV so. Samonya kromfwa. Why haven't you people sat in the same room with your son to do a video and say you have seen some things on social media, on TV, around the world. Yes, me bani ya kromfwa. Me bana kwa camp BBC or the John Mahama di kobo krono. Me bana or a doctor. Ni certificate. I didn't know muntu minye. Omu ye yufu. Omu yina. They are criminals. This woman is a criminal. Or no, onim ne bano krono or obo nyina. You see me, the things I know in that country. So when you manka wo nini anumnie mama say me kura say ma say case the kura mamu. These are his kids, his kid brothers, his siblings. Sani ni anum we krono boy we bono. He is teaching them. They have also formed a clique. Right now, that is what this boy is teaching them, the internet fraud. Into this boy, Ninyano Dinechino, he is taking the footsteps of Nebra. Me say, as a family, obi ti social media ti TV so every day kase mo papa ye every seven bra penyini oni certificate onye doctor. Mo maame ya kromfo every se mo bra no ko wia dia mo maame le di n'echima no ko wia mo ankasa so no ade na mo nka nkyia mo bra ne se on be video na on shame me. Why is he not doing it? Ade ntina mo nka nkyia mo bra ne se bra de Kevin Taylor king so boa ade na wonya video no na afei ewia asam fa na asam ko ontumi nye. You know why? He's a criminal. He's a thief. He does not have certificate. This boy has killed Sir Williams and if we kunipa. He knows what I know. Sir ne clinic ne ohono. Sir adiana twetwema me homra no. Sir Sphinx Medical Center no. We kunipa oho. He knows what I can do to him and he knows it is coming. Obeko jail. He has murdered somebody there. He knows what I know. And it's not on to me Bible until me can't Ghana for say or a doctor the certification. He knows. This William Anefi Sapon, Mumusan say, I say he has murdered somebody in that hospital. Or a bema video. No one can say the certificate or a legitimate doctor. I mean, Cheni BB. She, Mojan say, Mama Afa Mwedi, at the first, no, Mudi Munkwasi Asamuna. No, me say, Sir William Anefi, Sabo we say, or a legitimate doctor, often the certification, bra. 2, Umbra me video, on fan to TV, so on fan to Facebook, no one can say, we as say. Ni gold refinery in conversation oko have no John Mahama dinim no me I've not asked for a lot I've asked for just 2 things. Nyama me nupe e na mebusa why is it difficult for him to do? Because I come for Sir Sphinx Hospital no oma meda obi wo ho onim dia minim anything on to me kasa no, but I'll make sure he goes to jail. He rots in jail. Obi also be kasa ma boy we bia no onfa boy we certification be kire no. I'll be back. No, I'm not going to be back. We are going on. Yeah, who did me matter? Now who did matter if I'm home?
Peter. Beautiful. Hey, Nana. Uzeni. Hey, Nana. Hey, Iwasi. Hey, Iwasi. Hey, Iwasi. Hey. Attention.
No, the reality here is this teacher video out here, where should we have a problem with? Then the one I was say how as a Ghanaian. I was say how. They was say how and they say are there people in Ghana today and Ghana today? Video no mutu wana lady ni ye yoka hello achrom no. Mo amohwem won kan ni kumase na modidi lady na tem no. Mo be ma mo batena sa classroom no. No. Why? Because you don't see Momba say such a classroom crampo or some Momba ho no more the musia. Now, if we don't tell the story, how do we know that these things are happening? If we don't share the story, if people or the teachers who are the first point of contact don't come out to share the story, how are we going to know what's going on in Ghana? This is in Karaga. The town name Dibili. Now, how many of you guys and you have no idea. Do you know the MP? Karagaso. This is the MP of Karaga. The former finance minister, Amin Adams. This guy. Or no, or the MP for Karaga. Now, Mumbusa mo say, guy way, obedi finance minister no. Sika sign or the code krum koye campaign. This guy. Amin Adams is the MP there. Otinkran okekam kwasi asam. Odu akra na o defend achimfo. Wabankran ena achimfo na niegu ono de ne ketrema efa. Where he comes from, the bia omoto abama ne mane ba akra no. This idiot has refused to deal with the fundamental issues. Now the fundamental issue the fundamental issue is that you cannot have kids in 2025 Ghana be living in this kind of condition or studying under this kind of condition, and you say when a teacher pulls her phone or his phone to tell you the only teacher and what they are going through or experiencing now, you sit there and you say what? Oh, the teacher is a content creator. If all content creators leave Accra and go to the villages to bring us what is happening in the villages, do you know what will happen in Ghana? If all these stupid content creators, some of these stupid content creators in Ghana, some of a stupid fool like Ame Adabra, Kwasi Ampenywe, and called the content in the Sohori, and called the Konkurasi, and I look for a story, but the Ekosu Nkrasia. Oji Sanketia. This guy, how many years has he been an MP? Ewa Karaga. How many years? He was the finance minister. Let me show you the water they drink there. And this is disheartening and pathetic. And some people of Ghana, what do you say? Ghana ni nyina ni Kumasi, Ghana ni nyina ni Accra, Ghana ni nyina ni say you didn't come Kumasi any Accra. Problem ni nyina solve it. Into moment social media, any TV so they are speaking big grammar and they think everybody is stupid. They think say on bebube. No one can kwasi asama. Everybody is sorted. Not everybody is sorted. This is the reality on the ground. So what has the teacher done? Kwasi a wote bantamanti ya beye nsuo bi ho na wonom. Inti wo bi o karaga so onye nipa. Kwasi ampanyi wote Cape Coast. Inti ya beye nsuo. Inti wo party no MPP kwasi afoji almost $58 million. Over $58 million di Kosi Cathedral Ekoto Foundation. Kwasi ama me yenka. Jimmy for politics e Jimmy Wunti. Eye wa ban na ebetwa mu omontumi amboa o MP nie. Kwasi Ampenyi watchina you kind budget oba betra ho we don't understand and that Mahama people they didn't Kwasi Ampenyi hwani krom Kwasi Ampenyi hwani krom mumuzan say time aye to abanisika se no de ko krom ho okochiche sika ema bontene sofo be so ebesa sisifia. Now what we have decided to do nene say Mr. P, what we have decided to do nene say the young lady or your teacher at this particular place, Dibili, we are going to give her a motorbike. Her brother should try and contact Elikem Kotoko. We are going to give her a brand new motorbike, and I'm going to give her a cash sum of about 30,000 Ghana cedis. I'm making sure say every single child in that school, no, every single support to be they are supporting Korano school, no, on Fama San Korano. So from Ochina, we want to reach out to her. We will personally send her a message. Kubi Love 7. We have a fresh motorbike for her commute. Obefri fie na wakwa do school akwachere nkorana de no. We have a brand new motorbike for her, which basically I bought for her. It's in Ghana, which is there. We have bought the motorbike. It's there. We are going to add 30,000 Ghana to it. And Korana will be here little things like stationery. Any idea? I don't know. In her own power, whatever she can do with that money to help those kids, on try. We are trying to talk to some support from here, donors, to bring some few things to Karaga. That community, school bags near the day, we are taking the initiative to make sure, say, we will reach out and to get the supporter. My team, we are on standby. We will be sending a message to this lady. She can link us to her brother. We will give the motorbike to her. It's a brand new motorbike that will help her with her commute. Baby Ote ene baby Okochra de no, your man a fresh motorbike. And also, we are going to add 30,000 Ghana cedis to it. Only emu 15,000 Ghana. In fact, only emu 20,000 Ghana. Now fan support in Korano with their stationaries. No, Rankasana enfa 10,000 Ghana. And so Antono for her expenses going back and forth. Ewo school. Tomorrow they can reach out to us, and then my team will reach out to her and the necessary support. In fact, should also let us know the things they need immediately, that we can through our platform we can raise some funds for her. Our target for her is between 50,000 and 100,000 the day we officially start to raise the funds for these kids. And see, the message is clear. The motorbike is ready. I bought it with my own money. It's sitting there in Ghana. Yeah, 30,000 Ghana cedis back home. It's what we need to know. And this brings me to what John Mahama said in his State of the Nation. John Mahama made a very good point. On sana girl ni nuano ekano. Or see, baby a girl no koe no. On hine ne koe pa girl no say yes, stay and take care or teach our kids. Meaning the elderly there no and not in penny they need the help. And because we have neglected such places, politicians are taking advantage. I mean Adams no. But today he stays in Accra, wears Vietnam suit, and thinks say Omo Karagano, Nikromono, and that community they are stupid, and that is what we want to change. Now, what we want to do, Nene say, we are going to help and change what is happening. John Mahama can send in his State of the Nation. Let's listen to John Mahama. You understand why John Mahama is a visionary, why I was a customer NDC it's not a bemu for years, and it has got to do with this girl situation a koso Karagano, a remote places and kofoko chradie. The NDC government, John Mahama by and or say no teacher, and obeko baby a kurase toa yemfa 20% and can say or say they are going to add 20% to teacher nibi obejia tum say obeko kurase toa say dey obeko chradie and also say there is no way a ban we basic school dan a teachers bungalow enka. This is what a visionary leader does. This is what a party omunim nyansa. This is what they do. Let's listen to John Mahama on the State of the Nation. The Okafa a year what his government would do for teachers. When they start basically helping. This is John Mahama. Mr. P, Mr. S, I need that video. Mr. S. All right, give me the video. Inti Sautie John Mahama State of the Nation. Mr. S, point the video out to me, please. Sautie John Mahama State of the Nation. Or yani clear. Okatayie say, teachers are almost person they are going to give them 20%. They are going to add 20% to their salaries. Send they at least they will be enticed to go there. Na teacher we had national service. We cross it no. 20% allowance. Na eno enso ono na buying from today. School dan bi anwa you be see a yemfa teachers bungalow encounter. This is reason. This is wisdom. We nyansa. This is what you need as a third world nation. These are the kind of leaders you need. And you can see cathedral. And you can see one district, one factory. Abra onim where to even start. Abra onim nipani here. So these are things we need to take serious. And this is Ghana for say. John Mahama and the NDC, they need to stay for 42 years. Because if all these things are implemented, so John Mahama to make sure say teachers are 20% allowance, people will be enticed. There will be a lot of young men, young women who want to go into the villages and do what? And teach our young people. And it's not just going there to teach. They are going to also make sure accommodation is available. It is a buying. Then the government is thinking about the teacher, the welfare. The government is thinking about the kids and how they are going to have quality education and good contact with their teachers. And this is what we have been praying for all these years. This is what we have been asking for all these years, that we need a government, we need leaders who can think out of the box and bridge problems so that when we are solving them, it will be one stone solving 10 problems. And John Mahama is using one stone to solve about 6 problems in a minute, because Sawusi school na bungalow kanwa teacher accommodation is sorted. Some teachers almost travel from fast distances, they have a place to stay. Secondly, some allowance, so many people would like to go into the hinterlands and also the villages to teach, to make sure that the quality somebody in Accra is getting, they are getting the same quality of education. So a president who thinks out of the box is not the usual, we are going to help eradicate schools from under trees. You need to have a pragmatic policy, a strategy to change the problem. And this is what we need to support. And if we are able to support this for the next 42 years, every single village in Ghana, every single town in Ghana will get a school with a bungalow. Every teacher will not be homeless. Teachers will not be spending their money on rent. Teachers will not be thinking about where to sleep. Teachers will now be thinking about what to teach and how to teach proper. Let us all support this government and its initiative. This is not going to start or end today. We need to support it for a long time. Into the 42-year agenda, it is part of it. Into the nursing training or teacher training. Also, teachers say this is also part of a broader picture, a broader agenda by the NDC government to make sure the right thing is done for teachers. And the same applies to nurses. As we speak, hospitals are John Mahama and the NDC are saying they are going to make sure they put them to work. And they are going to put them to work. They are thinking about the nursing school. They are thinking about the unemployed graduate. They are thinking about how to change lives. And this is what we need to support. This is what we need to push. This is what we Ghanaians want. It is not about rhetoric. It is not about jargons. Stupid sisifianyom, enye ejimisem, enye kutia, anyway there, me asantini, me yauneni, enye tribe. It's about bringing pragmatic policies. Policies that will change the lives of the people. And we support this from John Mahama, and we will support anyone who is willing to go to the villages to teach. The allowance will be there for you. John Mahama will make sure it is implemented, and then your accommodation too will be sorted, because from 2025, there is no school at Ebesia Teachers Bungalow Encounter. John Dramani Mahama is your president, and he has said it, and he's going to do it. Now, take governance to the people. Let the people be part. Let them be part of it. Let them understand that they gave you that power, and that you want them to help you govern. Ato force in Oko market in Bani Kodin Komono, and Chese Ochina, Nyamana Motor 1,007, Ebeba 1,002, and 700. But he's making them understand to say, your problems, I am hearing and I'm working towards it. That is how you build a nation. You always let the people understand. Bankwasia 4 way of Rata Kwasia Penny was white. Now, bodyguards are trying to waste ya. Na Gabi Ochidakwa and Nimse Ejanka, Kwasiafo, they see themselves to say, baby omuwano, and it's obiaba ho. And then these people build some kind of firewall, and then we became the slaves. But Okra and Kwasiafo came to rule us. They are not humble, they have no respect, even in opposition. These piglets are still proving that they are disrespectful. That is my problem with the NPP, and the NDC is showing a new kind of governance. Anytime we catch us say NPP, a go 42 years they are out of coverage area. Me the noise no mementi you. Ghana for na asoma me say memfa sempa ne mbromo or dia sempa na bo. Asempa na bo. Me asempa na me de aba. Yesu Kristo ba no na abonsam omodoso ewiase. But Yesu Kristo was focused. And intina obonsam de Yesu ko gina pepo so. O se wodi Nyankopon ba na aton hoto fom. Na me ma odien o say man den will not live by bread, me mente Bible no. But Yesu hu sa abonsam no doso. But he has to be focused. His focus was to go to Jerusalem and do what Onyame epesa oye. My focus was to bring John Mahama to power, and the focus is to make John Mahama deliver and keep the NDC in power for 42 years. And no Nyame aka kire me we are Nyankopon ka se Kevin ye tenase na matenase. You people are done. I keep telling you people are done. MPP, you are done forever, because Ghana for yankwasiafo biemo, we are not going back to slavery. Ekufo de ne nkwasiafo ye hu de mo ye okrom ha. Mu botuo ne edi matem, mu botuo ne yesa di Ghana for atem, mu botuo na mo kabrofo kire ye ne yankwasiafo. Enti yen soki mu biom, enti yen build the chrono for the next 10 12 years, and you people should come back to power. Now, mami juju bibi mu nchira o. Eje bo Ghana for amanfo bi say ye be yi levy free ho. Inti government will lose $6.4 million. KPMG, MPP4. Adenti ye betwa levy mu we mo Jimmy. I don't ever say. We mo Jimmy o MPP. Omo Jimmy for ataban. Jimmy mo ataban ta no go TikTok. Omo fu omo Jimmy amomo tuadua. Omo kasa hu ade green bi omo siase. Eye jeans na wodua ni mu no. Ene na ye omo siase green. Omo Jimmy. They cannot separate their tribe from politics. Omo Jimmy aboga. Me see MPP as a political party na mo hwa de. Ma me cheche bibi mu nchira mo simple. And omunya radio so any TV so an ye be yi levy free ho dia, and ye say Ghana will lose 6.4 billion in government if government scraps e-levy and scraps electronic COVID-19. Into almost say, oh, adena John Mahama be yi e-levy free ho, no way betting tax free ho, and so if you are Ghana government will lose 6.4 billion. The question is, Ghana government losing 6.4 billion, Ghana government is keeping 6.4 billion in the pockets of Ghanaians, and I'm so who wins here? The citizenry will win. So the government is going to lose 6.4 billion at our expense. It is good. We want the government to lose the 6.4 billion. The 6.4 billion should be stuck in our pocket. We want to keep it, because Oluzia Kohin, it is here taxes than Kede Mano, and our ban is a moon keep 6.4 billion. So the government is doing the right thing. Unless you are stupid, unless you don't understand politics, so you cannot tell me say canceling e-levy, betting tax, government is going to lose 6.4 billion. When the government loses it, where the money was coming from, it stays there. It was going to come from you and I. Into the NDC government is saying, say, We are not going to take the 6.4 billion from you. Take it. So it is going to stay with us. So at least we will get some money. We are not going to pay money to 24-hour e-levy. We are not going to pay money to betting tax. So the government is helping us to save money. So who says we lose money? Who says we lose money? So the government is going to lose 6.4 billion. The government is going to lose 6.4 billion. Government think 6.4 billion and Kokonyano free. How was he going to get it? Or how was the government going to get 6.4 billion? By taking taxes from us. It is a government name taxes 6.4 billion. And we all want that money. So it is going to be stuck with us. It is this cancelling of e-levy, any COVID-19 tax, the government is basically giving us 6.4 billion to keep in our pockets. Are you not happy with the John Mahama administration? When in here, into a chair, they be a catch the Ghana for MPP or Jimmy. The MPP as a political party, they are stupid. They don't know how to govern. We are street politics, no matter bedruha. And I am happy, say, and I'm very sure, say, Ghana Nibia will prefer, say, Albino will leave the 6.4 billion for Ghanaians to keep in our pockets than to take. Because when the MPP were in power, they took COVID-19 betting tax. Where did the 6.4 billion go? I'm asking them. Because you took it. Now we are asking you, where are the roads? John Mahama Busa Ekufuor said roads is in our country, say 5,000 kilometers. And the roads minister said only 700 kilometers. You did not build schools, you did not build roads, you did not build anything. You do not create opportunities. 6.4 billion John Mahama said 6.4 billion no. Ghanaians should keep their money. Into 6.4 no, Ebeka Swame. 6.4 billion no, Ebeka Menshia. 6.4 billion no, Ebeka Mankesim. 6.4 billion no, Ebeka Techiman. Because Obia e-levy sika beka ni bottom, Obia betting tax sika beka ni bottom. So John Mahama is saying keep the money. We will find other means because we cannot keep robbing you people. That is a government. That is a government that thinks about the people. It is so because you say Abani will lose 6.4 billion now. But say MPP was no 6.4 billion or the year day. So John Mahama said or the 6.4 no a tax break. John Mahama is basically giving Ghanaians a tax break. Or say sa sika we ya taxa mubetu ya maya sebio mo be keep that money. That is why Ghanaians are going to be keeping 6.4 billion because the government thinks about the people. Iti ejabo no. We need to understand the say COVID tax, any e-levy, betting tax, any e-levy, COVID-19 tax, any betting tax. Sanyama miensawi ochana John Mahama became gigim. Me say ochana sa e-levy na Ekufuor de baye, COVID-19 levy no de baye no, any betting tax no de baye no. Ochana John Mahama she Ghana for bo, or she 2 say to bo. Osha Asante hima bo, osha angunafo hene kese, osha ne bo, osha ya na bo, osha enzimafo hene kese bo, osha bonofo bo, osha mfantefo bo, osha Ghana fo bo se mudi tumi mana, obe cancel e-levy, obe cancel COVID, and obe sa cancel betting tax. As I speak to you now, ochina in the budget, the NDC government led by John Mahama, omun kantro, they didn't come to lie to you. Gigim betting tax out. There me den betting tax no. Because betting tax inti me call for bebre anko mu yewu. Inti any young man na ye doubt John Mahama. We need to understand that John Mahama came for the youth. John Mahama came for the young man who has been losing money. People have been stealing from him or her because Ekufuor ne busuan for Samia Ukum no mu wia musika. John Mahama said from Ochina betting tax into Manchester United fans afa you be abegum 80 teams 80 games from Ochina ko ye twagum when the president or Shabo Odiso into Ochina a tax na the danko Ekufuor ne kwasiafo edi to mo so betting tax e-levy any COVID-19 Ochina John Mahama ne NDC for betwam gigim you say odia sempa na bo asempa na bo when we be da e no kore e na de chichire man enti ye na etwa bet no se sia de Vietnam teams no omu nyina de omegum Vietnam omu best teams no Mr. P Mr. S get me the Vietnam table their premiership table na me mo teams ni chire mo from Ocheneko Vietnam games ni nyina nana Vietnam Ochina Vietnam games in Jedbe Nana Vietnam. Oko Vietnam for na omo Facebook na sin to ni lin suni ebo eye de bon fa shoa na omo nyina direm ya to mo. Nana Vietnam ya kwa kofa eye Vietnam for omo league table no de aba. Enti obi a obo Vietnam team bia no ye de omo nyina be hyem ye be twa de nyina fra. John Mahama has never lied to Ghanaians and he will never lie to Ghanaians. The NDC as a political party, the respect they have for Ghanaians, they've been see that. Inti, ya pesa Ghana 40 as you say, Ochina, donko, mubedin kind, and say a cancel, and sana sorry. I made a mess right now, bomb time, be 12 or say 1. That time, no say, is for, and sorry, late. Inti, Ochina, John Mahama, some country must say, upon the Sinano, a bona or shemo. Say mo di tumi mana obetwa betting tax the young people of Ghana and John Mahama twa betting tax we ma emba biem meaning 42 years no betting tax. That means we need to keep the NDC in power because you mistake king kwasiafo ba the betting tax besa ba you mistake king ombesa the e-levy aba you mistake king akwa for COVID-19 that time crampo de na Ekufuado syndrome aba na no omde abeka ho. We should not allow them to add Ekufuado syndrome. We cannot allow them to add a JB Dankwa snitching syllables in Kahon. I was say a stopping Kofo way. Mr. S, Mr. P. I inti Vietnam Vietnam for Nana Vietnam nene ma Vietnam Association where they are from VTA. Vietnam Association Nana Vietnam or then Vietnam for when you trust cabet otifie ye day. Oma jiska o Ghana and omudi twa no Vietnam. Vietnam for we omo Vietnam de $2. It's here. Vietnam for we omo Vietnam. Which man? Why go Vietnam na me call order. Which man? Omo Vietnam. And na ye $2 free Ghana. Kwasi afo bi $2 free Ghana. Itu be hu eye Lee Hon 2 ono so ye $2 an hour. Eye sound sample sample Kennedy zo to go. Go for mo Jimmy o. My prekese. Mo prekese. Ena eye killing long enso ye tua de ka of Vietnam. Ye tua Inguntangan ono so of Vietnam. Ye tua ne ka. Omo nyina bet no so ka bet no betwa. Nana Vietnam mbanie. These are the children of Nana. When you are this year, Vietnam this year. Intuition was so Nanamba nie. Nana nemba mo Vietnam nie. Eye Clue Long nanaba ono so ho. Eye On Tong Dang ono se nanaba. Nanaba no adese doso. Gun Tong Duke ono se nanaba. Nanamba nie wato nyina ahemfudin. Nanano no Boom Gong Muk ono sa ahemfudin. O de ba santika sema Kwame Apia Donk Book Kwame Apia. O de Nana Baba ko jafra no Ingwin Tangen ene ko boatin Inguntangun ko boatin Nana mba no ade hye gwa otuom ka free Ghana o mti Vietnam kwasia ana Farm Tiang Ong ono so o de ba santika sema ye fre no de ko buta ono so no nanamba ana ba ko ye fre no bonfa shwa ono so o ha nanamba inti nanamba no doso nanamba no bebre ye betwa ye nko bebia o ye ginam ye die duro free tete ana ye nananom edi echi me papa ko nwa oteso ebom ho ban ana eye den onyankopon kokrokoi akata ho nyina obie ni ho inti nanamba adere sre Mr. B Mr. S Mr. P de Vietnam Football League no omu table ni nie intiesia no because John Mahama ebeyi betting tax free nti me kire boys no Vietnam omu league ne nie teams no enie ma me kire wo nanama nananie nanama nana krom team nie it was your first team na Namding entinka ode ba santika sema Fosu United and Vietel and we Boradep ho for Boradep and if Vietel when you na team ye betwa gum betting nana team nie nana krom team na me de kire no Hanoi FC Hasselfolk FC and on that third Hanoi FC nana teams no ɛna Dong Atang wa ɛno yɛ BA United and Dong Atang wa ɔmo da 4 no Bing Duang ɛno yɛ BA United 2 say BA no 2 teams free ho yɛ BA1 and yɛ BA2 ɛno na yɛ Bing Dong Bing Duang BA United ɛna ɔmo sa team baako Kong An Hanwa ɛno yɛ Hazakes Kong Han Hanwa ɛno nyina nana team nana kuro ho ɛholo tie sika no kɔ nana ɛhɔ nana tie sika nana ko boja ntra nana ko tua ko Vietnam yɛ de hwɛ ball akwa yɛ pɛtɛ now mame kyerɛ teams ɛwɔ Vietnam ɛyɛ nana teams ɛbumu bibi da ho ɛbɛfono ɛyɛ Hong Ling Hunting ɛne yɛ Ho United ɔmodo yɛ no ɛne ɛwɔ High Pong ɛne yɛ Hazakes Hang Pong ɛne ɛwɔ ɛyɛ King Kwan Nam ɛne yɛ Nanya FC King Kwan Nam ɔmo da 9th Nanya FC Vietnam Nanya FC nana teams nie ɛhɔ na nana gi sika na otua sika ko nana ya boa nana ejibi ɛna yɛwɔ ɛyɛ Ho Chi Minh City ɛno ɛyɛ Oko omo ho na ɛyɛ Accra City Accra Club no Lagos Cities omo na omo da number 10 no Ho Chi Minh City FC ɛne ɛyɛ Accra FC no sankofo no omo Lagos Cities ɛne Wang Ang Gia Lai team we de nyankwa team o omo no mo share kotoko bi na ntokwa ko se enzu atrem Wang kan Lai enzu atrem Vietnam enzu atrem nana teams na bi no kwasea waji sika wa hamfa nhwe oba ugotua wa Vietnam opro uyem hra Song Langing Ang yesi eno so team na omo frɛ no Sobolo United eno so nana ne tia nana investment o yɛ no kwasea ɛna oba Bing Ding eno Bono United Bono eno Bing Ding no ona ne yɛfrɛ no den Shwa Bonfa Shwa and new owner na owo team na awe no number 13 no owner no your friend Bonfa Shwa ono of Vietnam Bonfa Shwa ono na team ne dia team ne ding then Shwa ding ding